detail to throw into a movie or something one day.
Mm.
Just like have the players like actively engaging in a heist or something, and then the traitor, who does not actually take any action against one of the other individuals directly, they just simply turn straight to the camera and explain the entire plan as we just trip over to all the other players and just watch things blow up.
Alrighty.
Unspoken
Hello,
play
everybody.
guaranteed.
Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see everybody. Welcome in, Azario. Congrats on getting first. Welcome in, Ray. Welcome in, Wolfie. Welcome in, Pocket, Cam, and Bree. It's good to see everyone today. Today we're doing some more Tyrant's Wrath. It's going to be a good time, possibly a long time, but we shall see. Colty is not going to be joining us today. She forgot to take her pills, so she is kind of in and out of a few things. She might be joining us later on, but we shall see how her mood takes her. In the meantime, we are going to be...
I miss Colty.
What? We all miss Colty.
I miss my wife, Tails. I
was
miss
the last
her a
time we saw
lot.
Tails.
When was the last time we saw her? 10,000 years ago? Sounds about right.
I can still hear her voice.
Oh, but we're going to be
Quit telling
doing...
everyone I'm dead.
But we're going to be doing our session prompt for today. If you guys haven't seen our
She's
session
still
prompt
here.
before, feel free to use it for your own characters. Use it for your own stories that you've made or anything that you're interested in using them. And as always, if you guys haven't checked out my players before, please go check them out at Players T and go check out their characters with the pinned message right there. But yes, the session prompt is a way to kind of look more into your guys' heads as well as your characters, kind of see where they stand, kind of give you guys more of an insight into them, as well as allowing you guys to think about your characters in a little bit more depth and give them a little bit more breadth as well. This can be done for any character from a movie, a game, a TV show, or a fan fiction, or a original creation. Whatever it is that's on your guys' mind that you guys are interested in is where this session prompt is used for. Today we're going to be starting on Sapphire. Sapphire, your session prompt is, if your character retired tomorrow, what kind of life would they build?
Sorry, I was finishing up some dishes.
You're more than fine.
I can't honestly think of anything other than just like settling down and just living a quiet life.
Honestly, that's a good answer. Having been adventuring for as long as you have, and especially the stress and concerns and difficulties that you've encountered throughout the journey you guys have had just this campaign, settling down for a very quiet life would honestly be a really good fitting way for her to retire. Aldith, same question for you, which is, if your character retired tomorrow, what kind of life would they build?
I see Aldith working with children. Like, I see her training little kids with, like, little training swords and stuff. That's something that's, like, always been in the back of my mind for her.
Mhm.
I feel like she might, I don't know, probably see if she can't force Greta to settle down with her and be like, just come back to my village and just meet my dad, like the one that's like a human. Meet him. I have like 3 at this point, but like meet that one. And
I come to church
like,
and meet my dad.
right, yeah. No. But yeah, I think at this point she's sort of losing that, like, vengeance. Like, she still wants to confront Roderick, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's as ill-mannered as it once may have been.
Mhm.
And I think if she were to retire tomorrow, she wouldn't focus on that. She'd focus on what she's gained from this adventure and what she can now look forward to.
I like that. Alrighty. Galmar, if your character retired tomorrow, what kind of life would they build?
What kind of life you would actually build, I don't think think he even knows at the moment. He would probably just fake his own death, build a new identity, and then use it to go and explore a different side of reality that he didn't get to check out with Gelmar.
Wow, that's a really interesting way of doing that, actually. Huh. Okay. I like that. Alright. Cyril, if your character retired tomorrow, what kind of life would they build?
Well, it's a little bit kind of spoilers. But exile. It would be probably the last time he did this to his friends, but he would disappear and go and live off in self-imposed exile so that Wrath just remains trapped.
Interesting. Kind of depressing, but interesting. Alrighty. And Tra, if your character retired tomorrow, what kind of life would they build?
Probably set up some sort of, like, organization to take out whatever forced them to retire in the first place. Because I'm assuming, like, that's the silly answer. Like, whatever forced me to give up on the fact I'm trying to fulfill a freaking prophecy here needs to be taken care of. Assuming that instead the retirement was amiable and, like, I don't have to follow the prophecy anymore. So the serious answer is that they would still be trying to do something more active, such as helping the changelings if they could still get to them. If there's a more benign answer, like the settling down sort of kind, it's so difficult because I can't imagine them settling down, like, tomorrow. I can't imagine them just being like, I'm gonna live peacefully.
Fair.
They'd be looking for something to do.
Assuming
I feel
that...
like Ania would definitely be the mentor type at one of the guilds.
Probably. I don't think she'd immediately go for one of the, like, positions available to her, like in the Haven, because she doesn't trust them yet. So I actually do imagine her, like, as I said at the beginning, starting some sort of organization. This would be like a Nia Evil route where she sets up, like, a spy network for herself.
That would be so cool. I would love that. All right.
Goes back to town. Cecil, you're under new management.
You're under new management now. I'm gonna be better, Gregory.
Jesus. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your answers to that. As always, it's a pleasure looking into the minds of your characters and kind of like learning a little bit more about them and how you guys see them and their path going forwards as well. But yes, so would anyone like to do the amazing recap for last episode?
Sorry, I was putting my cat out because the cat was meowing a lot.
You're fine.
Being picked up, even if Mountain's very cute. Where were we at the beginning of last one? We were at the we were wrapping up with Aldith talking to the ambassador. The ambassador was encouraging Aldith about pursuing Greta, giving Aldith some good news, encouragement, speaking a bit about Greta's specific hang-ups, or not hang-ups, but how she approaches relationships in general, especially the part where she sees other people's lives as fleeting, but she will stick with them regardless. That's part of her ideology. And all that was like, I'm okay with that. In fact, I will make her happy and not be another tragic story, in fact. That was the impression I got. After that, I believe everyone generally returned to the cottage. Everyone was talking about their plans. Ania gave the information regarding what they learned from the ambassador. Gelmar gave information regarding the object that he got from Glimmer, exchanging information all around. And I forget how this happened, but the conversation ended up about Dakota not knowing. Oh, I believe we were just talking about, like, Dakota being trapped by the elves in general. I remember. Gelmar revealed to the group about him being a dragon and his generalized life story, I believe. Gelmar, do you want to give any specifics regarding that before I continue on?
Well, crud, it was like a 20-minute monologue. I'm not really certain what points to touch on at this point.
That's fine. I can do a gist summary and you can add in if you like.
The basic summary was that he came to the mountains that he'd been living out of, looking to try and figure out what happened to his root, or trying to figure out where his roots came from and try and see if his blood-related folks were still around. They did not succeed, but they did manage to find a town in the area that they took an interest in and decided that they wanted to stick around. Maybe they'd exchange stories and find some information there. Then they fell in love with the place, and about 10 years into staying there, they ended up getting attacked by the obsidian wyverns, who proceeded to drag off his sister, though he managed to pull away. And he's kind of just been pursuing them ever since. That's how he found his way into the Haven.
Yeah, and Gelmar capped off the retelling by basically apologizing for lying to everyone, in which the entire party reprimanded him for being ridiculous, and how most of the party is seen as odd in some shape or form, and that Tra and Dakota are both also races regarded as being extinct, so they don't understand why Gelmar would say such a thing and expect people to hate him when they would be hypocritical to do so. And after that, the talk ended up on Dakota about the fact that the elves treated him in such a way, and it was revealed Dakota does not know his own birthday. So everyone decided that before they left, they would throw Dakota a birthday party. Dakota was very overwhelmed, and everyone planned out, like, getting gifts. Every one of the party got Dakota a different piece of a calligraphy set, or a set to write in a book. They got, like, the cover of the book, the paper that would go in it, the pen, a carrying case, and the ink. Everyone gave a piece of it. Dakota was extremely overwhelmed.
Sapphire changed from a carrying case over to a new poncho, if I recall correctly.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about the poncho. The poncho has pockets in it.
Yeah.
Yes, the nice inside pocket, so Dakota can eventually take a bullet and it hits the book by happenstance, as is a very good trope to have. And Dakota's very overwhelmed, especially considering they got super drunk for them and suffered no hangover because Ania cured them when they were sleeping from the alcohol. And the day after, everyone got all their chores done, and they decided to go ahead and do the teleportation out. And they tried to teleport somewhere outside of the Elven Kingdom, but something hijacked them when they were trying to do so, and instead they found themselves on a giant metal boat out at sea, very much not the place they intended to go, and very much a place they know what it is, even though they've never been there before. At least most of the party. I'm not sure if all this has been filled in regarding the metal boat that Cyril specifically is hunting, but Ania/Tra is a bit as well. And everyone started to feel kind of sleepy suddenly.
All right. Thank you for the recap. Yes, you guys are all kind of on the boat, and there is, of course, the splash of the ocean. There is massive fog that is surrounding you guys, so it's relatively hard to see, probably beyond about 30-40 feet to in any direction around you. You guys can tell that you're currently staring at, I suppose the mast of the boat, so you're staring back down towards the where the ship's captain quarters would be. To your left and the right would be obviously sides of the boat, and behind you would be the helm. You guys can hear the ocean on either side of the boat. The waves are crashing against it, so it's pretty hard waves. You're fairly confident going into the ocean would be a really bad idea. Although you are not sure how far you are above the ocean in the first place anyways. But based on how hard the waves are crashing into the boat, there is most likely some kind of storm going on, although there is no rain. The boat, however, doesn't sway very much. Certainly not as much as you would expect from a boat inside of stormy conditions. Honestly, the rocking of the boat is surprisingly gentle. And the boat itself is kind of barely moving. So the waves are almost more peaceful than they are, I suppose, angry, as one might imagine from the storm. But you guys are standing there. The boat, the deck is all metal, so it's somewhat slippery, as there is some water that has splashed onto it, or possibly rain that fell just a short time ago. Regardless, it's quite wet on the mast. But you guys are all standing there. What would you guys like to do?
Now that is a good question.
I'm
Go
gonna.
ahead.
I'm gonna sort of, I guess, retreat inwards a bit. Wrath, is this your doing?
You hear a voice kind of speaking out to you, and it's simply going to go, "Not mine, no." Although it seems that Sloth recognized my presence as we were moving through time and space, and it did not like it.
So you and Sloth don't quite get along?
No, I do not get along with most of my siblings, nor do most of them get along with each other. I believe the only ones who were, what is the word you would use, amicable, would be lust and maybe envy. The rest of them, well, have you ever gotten punched by one of your siblings?
Yes.
That's about the same level of irritation that we often bring to each other. We are simply different beings. Some of us are a lot more disliking of the rest. Also, the world between worlds is Sloth's domain, not mine. He really, really hates it when we go between domains.
So then what else can you tell me about your brother?
Do not fall asleep. Is the best way to get under his skin and to find ways to beat him. But he has control of the land between lands.
Is that where we are?
No, we are on your material plane. When you fall asleep, however, you go into that land. His land. The land of dreams. The land beyond lands.
Does he have any weaknesses that we can take advantage of?
Aye. To the best of my memory, he should have a body. I do not know where it is, but based on the heartbeat that is resounding, I assume wherever it leads is wherever he stays. The boat is his creation, the boat is his life, but the boat is as strong as his will. But at the core, at the center, that might be where you find him.
I'm gonna push just a little further with this. You say you can feel his heartbeat. Can you give us a direction?
You feel that thrum once more echoing through the ship, and he simply says, "You can feel it too. Listen and follow."
Right.
While
I'm gonna relate that to the group after I come out of this. But what were you saying, Nia?
while Cyril's talking, Tra takes out the knife he got from Borin specifically for skinning things, and I'm gonna do a medicine check, and Tra's basically going to stab himself in the most painful spot while also being the least, like, damaging
Oof,
he can.
Okay. Yep, roll me that messenger.
Just out of nowhere.
All right,
Nice.
you do have an extensive knowledge of medicine, as I believe so does someone else in your party. Was it Aldous?
I believe it is me. I have a
Good
14 plus 4.
Yeah,
I think
so,
Sapphire has good medical knowledge too.
I think so. Yes, she does. So, Sapphire and Aldith especially would recognize this as you pull out your knife. One of the most painful parts of your body that you can do consistently is actually the palm of your hand, because it has an incredible quantity of nerves. There's also your shin, but it's really the shin bone that hurts the most, not really the shin flesh. So if you really want to keep yourself awake constantly or just inflict a lot of pain, specifically go for your palm and make little nicks, because it's kind of hard to hit a lot of veins on there on the palm, and will bleed decent amount, but as long as you don't go too deep, it will do an obscene quantity of pain constantly. So you grab out your knife and you start doing like little nicks on your palm. Fucking hurts like a bitch, especially with it being kind of misty around and the like. So like your hand just starts hurting a little bit. You are a little bit more awake now. Like you're obviously
Specifically left hand.
Yeah. Obviously, you know, the pain kind of shoots through your body. You blink your eyes a little bit. You are a little bit more awake. The fog is pretty much as dense as everything else, but you're not quite feeling the thrum as much.
But yeah, Tra just started doing that without any warning, so Cyril can go ahead unless someone's like, what the heck are you doing?
I think when I come out, I see Tra doing that, and that's my first reaction. But what are you doing to yourself?
I am staying awake. Everyone should stay awake. This is not where we are supposed to be, obviously.
Well, I have some information regarding that. We are on Sloth's ship. And from what Wrath has told me, Sloth should have a body. It will be somewhere at the core of the ship.
And he's certain about that?
Yes. He is also certain that Sloth plucked us out of the teleportation because he felt wrath. And that Sloth controls this entire ship, exactly as we suspected. And you are right. We should not fall asleep. We would be locked in there with him.
And there's nothing we could do to him if we did.
I mean, when was the last time you had control in your dreams?
Anytime I recognized I was dreaming.
Well, so Cyril,
Well, then-
Wrath did specify that, he said don't fall asleep because Sloth has the most control in there, but he also, has, like, no defenses or something I said. Basically, he is the strongest and weakest in Dreamland.
Oh, I missed that part.
All attack, no defense.
Yeah. He controls everything in there, but he also has no defense in there, if that makes sense.
It's one of those things where, like, you wouldn't think you would need to defend yourself when you're in charge of everything.
Exactly, yeah.
But anyways, well, he does have no defenses in that world. So if you are able to take control inside your dreams, then I would wish you the best of luck.
Well, seems I'm outvoted at the moment. Though I will not hold back if he does drag me in. He says, digging through his pack. Where did that thing go? He pulls out his lavender rune. We're gonna be trying to power through this. We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Right.
He's going to practically flip it like a coin, crush it in his hand, and you'll watch as his eyes change from green to fully violet.
Ooh.
I'm going to evoke the Storm Rune and enter a prophetic trance.
What does that do?
Anytime I or an ally I can see around me makes an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, I can grant them advantage or disadvantage on that check. Or sorry, any
Impressive.
creature, not just allies or enemies. Or not just allies. Enemies too.
Ooh, okay. I like that. Alright. Cool. Sapphire, Aldith, what are you guys' responses to this?
I don't know. I don't know what her response would be. Probably like she's just exasperated at this point. Like she has a man to yell at and it keeps getting interrupted.
My journey! My
character development.
Okay.
Yeah, so far it's the same. I'm not
Okay.
sure what her response would be.
She's like, fuck this shit, man.
Of course, this would happen when I don't have any wind or water spells prepared.
Oh,
Tries annoyingly
you
like
have
swatting at the
any-
mist.
do you have any fire spells prepared?
No, I have plant and we're on this accursed gross vessel.
Because damaging the ship would probably piss him off quite a bit.
I'm going to look around.
Mhm.
I'm going to look around the area. Do I see any like stray poles or something I could pick up?
I would say that most of this deck looks almost barren. It doesn't look like anything was really ever put on here, nor does it look like anything has ever been broken on here or anything like that. Like most ships, you would expect there would be like some kind of debris or barrels or anything of that sort. There's basically nothing on this deck aside from just the metal flooring and the metal rails and the metal poles that lead up into the mast and stuff. It's all metal, which is giving Traw almost certainly a very uncomfortable feeling.
Traw hates it here. He
Yeah.
is looking for some stairs down.
There are a few stairs. As you guys look around, hold on just one moment. Yeah, do me a favor, and for anyone who wishes to, you guys are welcome to roll me perception and see what you guys are seeing here.
I'm going to give advantage to Tross specifically.
On my screen, this doesn't count. I'm not gonna ask for it to count, but it looked like all that's die hit mine and made it a 20. But it looks like it doesn't need to, because all that did get a 20. Good job, Aldith.
Nice.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, and I got advantage, so let me turn mine into advantage.
I am going to use my Channel Divinity Stolen Eldritch Gift to add my Charisma modifier to my Perception check.
Ooh,
And this
nice.
is active for the next 10 minutes. I can add it to any athletics, acrobatics, or perception checks.
Alright, feel free.
Oh no, Sapphire rolled solo. That is very fitting, though. This is a
is
super
definitely-
in-between area.
Very
You just
far from her
EP.
usual domain. Yeah, feel
That
free to
was
do
EP.
so, Cyril.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cool. So, as you guys are kind of wandering, well, not wandering, but your eyes are wandering, obviously about 30, 40 feet or so distance that you guys can see. The mist is very thick. You could quite literally cut this fog with a knife. So, like, as Traw is, like, swatting it with their hand, it's, like, physically moving as they whack it across. It's a very strange and uncomfortable feeling as your hand does get kind of wet moving through the fog. And you guys are looking
Just
around.
bought these clothes.
There is a staircase that leads down. As Sapphire is kind of looking around and, you know, she's kind of like listening and to the waves, Sapphire, you do start to get a little bit more tired. You start to sway a little bit. Like as you're blinking and you're looking, your eyes start to get a little bit heavier. Cyril, similar thing is happening to you. You are kind of getting a little bit more tired. It's like on the edge of your vision as you're seeing, like, you know, kind of the shadows moving just a little bit, but honestly, like you're getting a yawn and you just kind of feel a little bit more sluggish. Both of you, wherever you wish to put it, just write down one tiredness or one fatigue or however you want to notate it.
I'm going to use the exhaustion tracker.
Okay, that'll work. That may affect your rolls, though.
Oh, that's right. It does automatically do that.
Yeah, you guys
I might
can
have
use
missed
your...
that. Was that all of us or just
No,
a
just
couple
those two.
folks?
Just those two.
Okay.
You can play in your journals for now, in your Discord journals for now. But you guys are
Wait a
able to
second.
see... Huh?
Wait a second.
Mhm.
We have a trinket of mind protection.
Trinket of mind protection.
We do.
I have found it in my journal entry.
Was that the ring we got at the tree when we entered it? I know we got a ring, and that
think
Tra
was a
liked it but
defense ring,
didn't
wasn't
take it. I'm trying to remember where else we would have picked it up.
Yeah, I think that was a defense ring for Sapphire.
Oh wait, was it the object we got when we went down the non-ideal path when we were deep inside the tree.
Yeah, like, no, we all got like a weird object in someone. Yeah, it was like we got a weird object from someone. They were like little figurines, I want to say.
Oh,
Oh, wait. The ones we all we got them from like Glimmer or someone.
Yeah.
Everyone picked one. That was before the
Yeah.
gala. That was before the gala.
yeah. Those, I believe, specifically protect you against things that would invade your mind, such as mind reading, things that take your consciousness away, and anything relating to memory, if I recall correctly, as well.
Well, I mean, it kind of sounds like the second one's happening.
Would
think
that
it's
mean
more
that
of-
we don't remember Percival Pride's name? Because we all had those. Or no, we had to drop off all our stuff, so never mind. That would have been funny though.
Draw doesn't.
Yeah, currently your mind isn't being moved anywhere. Your body is physically getting really tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are fully wide awake though. Well, not wide awake. You guys know what I mean. Your mind is awake.
It'll probably
You-
help if you do fall asleep.
That is true. It is a good anchor. I totally forgotten about them, so thank you for reminding me.
I would like to ready an action as well.
Okay, what is that action?
If someone does fall asleep, I have enhance ability. I'd like to cast Owl's Wisdom on them to increase their wisdom checks.
Alright, cool. So, you guys start making way to the staircase. I would say probably all of you guys would notice, like, Sapphire definitely swaying a little bit. Sapphire, you're not very good with boats, if I recall correctly. I think the last time you were on a boat...
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that if anyone was to fall asleep first, it would probably be Sapphire.
Yeah, your body and mind are basically like, man, last time I was on here, I threw up. I need to sleep. So you guys do see, like, Sapphire is definitely, like, swaying a little bit. Cyril, I'm assuming, Cyril, you would, like, give off a little bit of a yawn or something, like, trying to catch the yawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys say anything to them, or do you guys just keep on moving, hope they stay awake?
We haven't the time.
Tra creepily holds up the already, like, bloody knife and, like, with this eerie smile, is like, you know, if I cut the palm of your hand, it may help you stay awake.
I'm gonna hold my hand out for the knife.
Nice. Tra hands it over.
And I'm
Just
actually
little
gonna go for something that's gonna last a little bit longer, so it just consistently causes me pain.
Oh.
And I'm gonna aim for the meat of my thigh and just like jab it in.
Ooh.
I'll take whatever damage. I'll take the D4.
Yeah, go for a D4 of damage as you chunk it into your thigh, essentially. Carve out a good chunk of meat in your thigh, as the knife very, very well, like, this knife slides into your leg, almost like there's no meat there in the first place. Like, it is a beautifully carved knife, and it just slides right in. Boy, does that fucking hurt. Bring that camera back to 0.
Feeling much better now.
Does Cyril give the knife back?
Oh yeah, I'll take the knife out and I'm gonna give it back, but I'm gonna look over at over at Sapphire.
Sapphire.
They're like, you want to hit?
Tra, like, takes it even as he offers, and it's like, no, you've contaminated it now. I need to clean it first. And he's like cleaning the blood off using the mist water while Sapphire
I'm not
responds.
sure if I should feel offended or...
I do not care if you are either way.
Some of the blood on the knife drips onto the boat, and you actually watch the metal, like, almost absorb the blood as it sinks through.
Aldith would try.
You go ahead.
Okay, Aldith would try to hold Sapphire up, like wrap her arm around her waist and be like, "You can't fall asleep now. You have to stay awake."
Sapphire will probably mumble like something like, yeah.
Do you want the knife?
She'll hold out her palm.
Trav will take the palm. Like, I assume Sapphire's like offering it to be cut and not to do it herself.
Correct.
Alright, Tra like gingerly takes it, and he's a little bit more gentle when it's someone else, so it may not be as effective, but he does try to like make some good cuts in it.
Yeah.
That's okay. I just know Sapphire would probably cut her hand off if she tried.
As you dig a couple of cuts into her hand, oh yeah, no, that stings like a son of a bitch. It's very, very unpleasant feeling, and you do kind of like, you know, wake up a little bit more. Blood does again drip onto the boat, and you can see the blood kind of more or less absorbing into the metal. Especially as you like squeeze your hand and just, you know, basically keep yourself awake. It hurts like a motherfucker. But you are able to you know, reduce that 0 again, and you guys are all more or less fully awake. You can feel that your bodies are tired. But you guys are able to keep moving, able to keep functioning. As you guys get to the staircase, is what you would imagine from a general boat. You guys been on a few boats in your time. The only difference between this boat and one of those like really big boats that you guys been on is that everything is made of metal. The staircases are metal, the railings are metal. Anything that you would think would be wood is basically just a perfect carbon copy, but solid metal. The craftsmanship of this metal is insane even to Gelmar. Like, dwarves could not create this if they tried. Kind of insane. As you guys start heading down the boat and moving slowly down there, it is a really weird feeling. Because the world kind of starts to change a little bit. It starts to get a little bit warmer as you guys are heading down. You guys are slowly taking the steps one by one. The heartbeat is not a threatening sound. You guys have been obviously around a couple of heartbeats in the past as well, especially Lust or something like that. It's always felt like a threat. Always felt like you're on your toes, like it's you're on edge and you're preparing for battle.
You, silly.
And for this though, this heartbeat is almost soothing. It's almost calming. Is a strange juxtaposition considering most of you guys, I'm certain, have your hands on your weapons actively. And yet that feeling kind of washes over you, especially as you start going down further. All of you fine folks, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
May I also cast a spell I've never cast before?
Sure, what would that be?
Whatever it is, I'm giving you advantage on this roll.
I don't think I need advantage. It's just find traps.
Oh, I meant for the Constitution save.
Oh, gee.
Oh.
Is that a natural 1?
Yep, that was a natural 1.
Oh, goodbye, Cyril.
Cyril, we're not doing too good, brother.
Oh my goodness.
I think Cyril needed the advantage.
Oh no!
I do have like a -1 Constitution, so I have the advantage, Gelmar.
Yeah, it's the effect of my prophetic trance.
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
I need to find saving throw. There it is. Advantage.
All right, I've got a question here.
Mm-hmm.
Does this
not
count
help.
does this count in some way
Oh,
as
wait.
being
Why
charmed,
is it-
frightened, or having my mind influenced?
There we go. I switched.
No, this does not. Because your mind isn't being
Dang.
influenced, your body is.
Dang.
So, even with a +2, one from Cyril and one from Aldith, all of y'all but Sapphire fail this roll. So, Sapphire, that pain in your hand is, you're just randomly squeezing it, basically. You're feeling the blood, and every now and again, like, you look at the blood, and it forces you to kind of come back. As you guys are stepping down, that sound of the heartbeat thrums through your bodies. It pretty much is amplified and echoed from the staircase itself. And the metal seems to be reverberating the sound as it goes through your entire bodies. Aldith, you miss a step as you're holding Sapphire. And Sapphire actually has to grab you to make it so you don't straight tumble downwards. As you just kind of get a wave of, like, man, I desperately need, like, a 2-hour power nap, basically. It's like your body is just weighed down almost. Your armor feels a little bit heavy. As you guys have been walking down this staircase, it's starting to get a little bit warmer. There's no, like, the fog isn't pressing into you, so, like, that chill that you had earlier starting to go away, and it's kind of feeling like you just really want a nap. Cyril, you straight up miss, like, 2 straight steps, and you fall, like, a solid 2 or 3 feet straight down, and you slam your head against the wall, which gives you a nasty headache. But you're sitting against the wall, leaning against it, and, like, your eyes are kind of open, but they're kind of, like, flickering a little bit. That headache hurts, but it is distracting you from the pain in your thigh, and it's also, like, it's, like, really affecting how you're thinking at the moment. Galmar, you have to, like, put a hand on the wall to keep yourself from, like, moving, as you're just tired. Like, it doesn't feel like you're being forced anywhere. It doesn't feel like anything else. It feels legitimately like you guys just want to go and find a bed and just nap on, essentially. Traw, you're, like, gripping your hand, trying to, like, get that pain to go through it, and, like, sometimes, like, you dig a little bit into it with the knife. It's kind of working, but, the pain can only affect you for so long. And as, you guys been hanging down, you're trying to get asleep, and, like, you stab it a little bit, and you're like, whew. Like, you can all feel this, like, really flooding through you.
Oh, that hurts.
Actually, just thinking about leaning into this.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I should probably do some character. As he's walking down the pathway, feeling across the side boards, trying to maintain his consciousness and stability,
Mm-hmm.
a thought crosses his mind as he turns over towards Cyril. You said that the ship itself is sloth, right? In addition to the body underneath?
Yes.
Perfect. Pixie says as a small grin stretches across his face. I'm just going to try and raise up a claw and try to, in the air,
Mm-hmm.
draw an unusual seal while pressing against the actual sideboards, as it will appear visibly until he's completed. Under his breath, you hear him muttering, Angustia. Hey, Sin, I activate Malicious Mark. I am cursing the ship.
Ooh, what does that do?
The curse basically means that help actions can be taken against it as a bonus action rather than a standard action.
Ooh, I like that. All right. The spell appears to have worked, to the best of your ability to tell.
Alright, let's keep moving before things get worse. He says, continuously pressing forward.
Tra, didn't Ania keep some sort of wake up juice in her bags?
I think I did keep. What was that energy drink I got? I know I bottled it. I have like one vial of it.
Yeah, you got like a basically energy juice from, I think it was a dude in Roderick's castle, the dwarf.
No, it was much more recent, I thought.
I think it was in the tavern that we were staying at when, like, Aldith first got introduced to the party, right?
Oh, it might have been Brock.
Maybe. It was like, it wasn't coffee, it was just like some special brew that was like the most energizing thing she's ever had, so she got another one to put in a vial.
It was some kind of juice that he had like hyper condensed into like essentially a wake up juice for hangovers.
I have one, but it's only one vial's worth. I don't know if we could. I think trying to split it would be inefficient at best.
Fuck.
Could use it as an emergency.
That's a good idea.
No one else has any spells or anything to help someone stay awake? Just go to sleep, I presume, and he, like, looks at the sapphire.
Sapphire?
Sorry, I'm just checking my spells.
Ah, you're fine.
Yeah, I have been doing the same on and off. Ania planned to be in the nice, naturey elven kingdom, not on a metal boat. Sin found out how to stop me from being able to uncannily pick the correct spells. Just don't reveal where I'm going to be.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything that would help.
Tra clicks his tongue. He's like, I have dispel magic, but I don't think this is more of an area effect. I think I'd have to get to the source to dispel anything.
Well,
Yeah.
I suppose.
I have stone shape. It would be quite convenient if I could just drill down, but this is made out of metal. And he, like, every time he, like, makes a syllable, he, like, slams his staff on the ground.
Well, doesn't metal come from a rock?
It's not the same. It's touched by hands.
But think about it. You could be the first person to ever metal shape.
If I attempt to use stone shape and it fails, do I use my spell slot?
You do not know.
Tra, like, thinks of it. He does kind of like the idea of it, but at the same time, he's like, that's not very druidic. But, or does originally come from metal, if I think of it as changing the raw material at the origin. He's, like, debating, but he, like, slams his staff on the ground and tries to use stone shape to just open a hole right beneath him.
You can feel that, like, your magic has a really weird effect on this metal, and you can feel like the staff knocking against the metal almost groans in response, but nothing really happens to it.
Fuck you. This is a terrible way to treat guests.
Don't think we're guests. I think we're the meal.
As you guys kind of gather yourselves a little bit and you keep walking on forwards, you guys do get into another section. This, to the best of your guys' ability to tell, is the crew quarters. So you're looking around and Obviously, a lot of different bunk beds or some hammocks set up, a few tables that are effectively like, well, would be bolted into the ground, but in this case, they seem to be made from the metal itself. It like comes out of the ground into a table shape, into chair shapes and stuff like that. But there are things that make this incredibly disturbing to you. There's personal belongings, such as books. There are clothes, randomly placed around. There's what appears to almost be like half-finished meals, but they haven't gone bad at all. As you're like looking into the bowls, they look like just somewhat cold food, essentially. As you look around, a lot of the beds and a lot of the hammocks and stuff like that, they're not just solid metal. They're actually relatively comfortable looking beds. There's, of course, blankets laid on them. There's pillows. There's very thin mattresses to protect them from the weight of the bed and stuff like that. And there's people sleeping on the beds. They're not dead. You guys can easily tell that the moment that you guys walk into the area. But they are sleeping. Calm, quiet, breathing steadily. Some snoring a little bit. Really is like walking into like barracks out in the like dead of night. And you're just walking and you're seeing a bunch of people who are just fast asleep. Obviously the sounds are relatively soothing for those who enjoy the sound of sleeping. But it's very, very almost disorienting. And the most uncomfortable part, at least to most of you, there are hundreds of people in this room. This room is huge. And there are hundreds of beds. There are hundreds of people who are sleeping all around you.
How? Suppose he must be feeding on them.
Quite the appetite.
But what's keeping them alive? How long have they been here?
Magic. We could. Well, we could just get rid of them somehow.
No.
If you're suggesting killing them, then I think that's making the situation worse for everyone involved.
I'm offended you think that is what I'm suggesting.
Then tell me what you mean.
If we could find a way to get them off the ship, float them away.
That would take quite a lot of time, and I think we're on borrowed time right now.
And what would we float them away on?
It's a ship. It has to have a lifeboat.
The ship should have had a lot of things, but didn't you see how bare the top deck was?
Suppose that's true, too. Wonder if it's possible to wake these people up. I'm gonna head over to one of the people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really going to give anybody a chance to stop me. I'm going to poke him in the leg with the tip of my spear.
Okay.
You know what? No. I'm going to poke him right in the ass meat. If that doesn't wake somebody up, nothing.
Okay. So you stride forwards as you say that. You pull out your spear, you tilt it, and you just kind of like stab them in the ass cheek, just a little bit. And you see the person you stabbed looks like probably young adult. We'll go with half elf. Kind of get stabbed in the ass. They like kind of groggily open up their eyes a little bit. They turn and look at you, and you know, blood dripping against their clothes and stuff. They turn and look at you, and they're like, "Ah, are you here to sleep too? It's a comfortable place. There's beds aplenty."
Well, if he's half awake, now I'm going to grab him by his shoulders and start shaking him. No, you have to get out of here. You're all in danger.
I think I find my up. Just 5 more minutes.
Don't have 5 more minutes. Your friends are dying.
No one's dying here. No one ever dies here. It's a nice place to be.
Just throw him back onto the hammock that he's on.
Kind of curls back up and goes, "You should take a rest. You seem like you're stressed."
Trot does like actually like cover his mouth and snicker.
Well, it almost worked.
Trot starts to make his way across the room to where I presume the exit of the room is. I would like to roll a perception check to see if there's anything that looks particularly not of value but useful.
Feel free to do so.
Among all the belongings while he's passing through.
You just steal all of your guys' stuff.
He's looking for something that will be of use to helping them.
That's fair. You do find a health potion. Seems like some of these people were adventurers, or at the very least, possibly may have been on an adventure of some sort. But you do find a health potion. Obviously, there's like equipment, like there's rope, there's lanterns, there's pythons, there's hammers, nails, swords, shields, like general equipment that you might think you might find. But most of this stuff seems to be like general low-level adventure stuff that is not particularly important to you.
Tra actually will take a lantern. Is it still foggy in the ship?
Not really, but there's not a lot of lights.
Okay, he will take a lantern and he'll point it like the hammer and nails like to Gelmar. Just in case Gelmar does find that interesting.
Sorry, I missed that. What? How did you find?
Hammer and
They were
nails.
pointing at me.
Hammer and nails. Not to give Gelmar more blacksmithing material, but more to use against the ship if he so desires.
He stares at the materials for a minute, and thinks to himself, "Yes, maybe." He's going to reach out,
Maybe.
and he's just going to reach out and try and take them off your hands. The part that weirds you out, however, is when he puts the nails away and then pulls pitons out of his pack instead.
Oh,
Big
goodness. Big nails.
Big nails. There are a few batons as well, just kind of in general backpacks and stuff. If you want, like, search through and grab a couple of them, you are welcome to. How long they've been here is incredibly debatable. But down here, it is very warm. It is, like, pleasant. The sound of breathing, of course, is a natural instinct for most people to just kind of get soothed by, generally speaking. All of you guys, once again, roll me a Constitution saving throw, if you would. As you guys are
Once
wandering.
again, advantage to Ania.
Wow.
Hooray!
All right.
Thank you.
Woo!
No more
Hey,
EB
very nice.
sleepies.
Oh, someone got a 20. Who was that?
That was Sapphire.
Oh, good job, Sapphire. Super
Cyril's
awake.
struggling.
Poor Cyril.
Cyril's struggling so hard. All right, so most of you
I just
guys.
don't
Yeah,
like
I'm
these
just digging my
RNG,
nails into
man.
that wound.
What was that, Sapphire?
I'm digging my nails into that wound.
Ooh. It's working shockingly well. Most of you guys have been around a lot of sleeping people, especially considering your party, for quite a while. So the sounds of, especially the cacophony of sleeping folks, from snoring to general just light breathing to everything in between, is something that you guys have gotten relatively used to. For Cyril, however, you are kind of flashing back a little bit to back when you and your wife and your kid were sleeping, and it reminds you of just the peace and the quiet from back then, and the idea of just being able to rest and sleep and chill, and the feeling of holding and being held, essentially. The sound of the people sleeping it's a really nice memory, and one that you nearly forgot, considering, you know, all the mass amounts of things that you've had to do over the years. But especially being in this room, listening to all the people, you not only remember the barracks where you would listen to this sound and, like, would have to fall asleep to it, but you also remember the long nights where you'd be laying with your wife and you'd be listening to just the sound of sleeping as you try to, you know, get past the day's struggles and stuff. So for you, everyone else is kind of like either digging their nails into their wounds or like trying to struggle ahead or whatever. Your headache is, you know, kind of like pushing your eyes down a little bit. Like it's real hard for you to really think at the moment. And when you are thinking, it's like that sound is so peaceful and so calming. All you really want to do is just, honestly, the beds are really speaking to you, dude. Like they are, in some ways, literally, you are hearing your name a little bit from one of the beds. Might be a little bit weird, but every fiber of your being is just begging you to lay down and rest for once in your life.
Tra offers up the energy potion, the one they have.
He looks
Nope.
so out of it.
I'm gonna just shake my head, and it's a big ponderous movement, and my antlers are actually kind of glowing from the channel divinity. No, not right now.
If you do fall asleep, none of us can carry you except for maybe Gelmon, maybe Aldith. So you will be left here.
No, maybe I'll start dragging him now.
I could think of worse places to trap Wrath. Come,
That is
we
so
should
disgustingly. Ugh.
come. We should keep going.
We should.
We still have time.
All right.
Part
I
of
take
me
it
wants.
I have like a sleep counter of 2 here, or
Yeah,
is
I
it
think
3
so.
from that, or is it 3 from that natural 1?
Currently 3 from that natural one.
Let me adjust my thing. What was all this saying?
Part of me wants so badly to just like try and sneak up behind him and just like secretly stab him with the dagger that's in my pocket.
Just
That
stab
dagger in your
for
pocket. Oh God, you're stabbing me.
Cyril, like, I deserve that. Too, I'll do.
All right, Aldith, what are you doing at the moment? This does remind you of a lot of the times that you would be in the church or like with family or something, and people would be sleeping. But you know, you were a loner for a lot of your venturing career, so it's not quite the same feeling for you as it is for a lot of other folks. So what are you kind of thinking? What are you feeling? What are you saying as you start moving through?
I feel like she's just hyper focused on like the end goal. Like this is not where this is inconvenient for her heavily. She's like, I feel like she's just being stubborn. She's like, no, I won't fall asleep because this isn't where I need to be actually. So let's go somewhere else. Let's get out of here immediately. I need to go. I feel like that's sort of what's her stubbornness is keeping her awake right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So you guys start moving a little bit more onwards into the area. As you guys get through one of the doorways, which are surprisingly large, but of course Cyril has to turn so his antlers will fit, you guys start hearing more machinery that starts going through. You guys are hearing gears turning. You guys are hearing pistons slamming. You guys start hearing steam vents erupting. Obviously, considering the vast size of this ship, there is a lot that has to be in this area to be getting the ship to move. If I recall correctly, none of you, but maybe Gelmar, really knows, like, complex machinery. And even then, I don't think, Gelmar, you know complex machinery all that much.
Oh no, he doesn't. That's outside of his curfew, or of his...
Child
curfew.
looks disgusted.
Is the machinery visible, though?
As you start walking a little bit further into there, with the help of the lantern specifically, yes. There is some machinery that you can see. This area, very clearly, was not really designed to go through it. It looks kind of like almost a maintenance area. And maybe if the machinery wasn't on, this would be a good place to, like, go and do maintenance and, like, check everything. With it on, many of the, like, gears are actively, like, in the middle of these walkways. Some of the pistons go, like, over the walkways. Like, they are not super good areas to walk through, and it seems like it would be relatively dangerous. Obviously, there would be ways to deal with it, but it depends on how you guys will be seeing it.
Well, I know where I'm going to put my first baton.
Oh.
Tra sees Gelmar and he gets like this mischievous, absolutely like sadistic grin, and he like goes over to join Gelmar and he starts taking out like scrap metal and like other stuff from the magic bag to hand to Gelmar.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be pounding holes in this machinery here.
Oh boy.
Tra is suggesting to put stuff like in the gears.
Oh boy.
I think I wander over sleepily and I just start trying to help by following Tra's instructions.
All right.
Just like pull out my crowbar and start pounding that in like a nail.
Oh boy. All right. So we're going to go with Tra. Roll me a perception check.
Yay. I love those. Those are my favorite.
Oh boy.
Not the best, but pretty good still.
Alright. We're gonna go with Cyril and Gelmar. Roll me an athletics check.
Woohoo. I
See
get
if
to
you're
add a
able
+2 to that.
Aim this properly. Okay. It's pretty good. It's not as good.
And then, well, yeah, and then add 2 more, so I get like a 12 out of that.
Okay. Both you two roll me a flat strength check.
I'm good at strength. I should be able to make a roll.
Almost landed on 1 go.
It almost went to 17.
I really wish I had triggered my prophetic trance on this.
Alrighty. So, this is extremely difficult. Because the gears are actively turning and, you know, moving, and decently fast, too. The, spots that you guys are trying to get, the pistons, you know, stuff you're trying to shove the pitons into, or the crowbar into, they are relatively fast. Tra, you don't really know what you're looking at. You've almost certainly never seen something quite this complex before. Maybe to a very smaller degree, some kind of like gnomish stuff that inevitably ended up exploding.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, when something spins, you could just shove something in there and it may eventually stop spinning. That's really your best bet when it comes to something
basic.
metal. Yeah, so like you're kind of pointing at, you know, bits and pieces, and for the most part, you're fairly correct on, you know, where to aim and where to get. Cyril's okay with aiming, and very much so trying to pin something in there, but his aim is slightly off. His strength is good, his aim not so much, especially with how sleepy he is. So, Cyril, what are you trying to shove in there?
I think just whatever Tra hands me.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Did Gelmar end up melting the father's armor, or do we still have it?
I don't actually remember her ever actually going out and melting that stuff down, so we do still have the scraps.
Yeah, you definitely have the armor pieces in your bag of holding. Yeah.
Tra might start taking those out.
Oh boy.
It's like, it is technically supposed to be anti-magic, isn't it?
Yeah, but do any of us have to roll saves to keep it from snapping to us?
No, if I want to take out one piece of
Only
it,
if we try and put
actually,
it on.
it snaps together automatically. So if I take out one piece at a time, and we like plant them one piece at a time, will they start to move towards each other when we take out the next piece?
On the other
That's
hand, no,
really
I actually have
interesting.
3 hammers now, so people can actually help with this.
It's a really interesting
that's pretty
concept,
strong.
and it might work.
I am.
As long as no one objects to.
I am not awake nor smart enough to come up with how to do this as a character, especially.
Mm-hmm.
So I am just doing what I am being told at this point.
Fair enough.
So what is Tra telling me?
Okay, so since Cyril's too sleepy to care, Tra will only start to use the father's armor if Gelmar says okay.
Okay.
Elmar's not using it.
Like, Tra will, like, take out, like, show it to Gelmar. It's like, do you think this would be good to use?
No, it's not like we're using it.
That's a fair point. It has been with us for, like, a month now. Do you want to help?
Elmar just, like, says taking out a 3rd hammer and holding it in her general direction. Just not even looking.
I miss so much.
No, that's okay. Tra will, like, wave a piece of armor, and he'll be like, we are throwing things in these gears and such, and we don't know what they do. Would you like to assist us in being general menaces?
She will enthusiastically nod her head and give, like, little toddler grabby hands.
He's gonna give, like, one piece of armor at a time to, like, Cyril, since he assumes the pieces are longer and easier for Cyril to handle. And he'll give pieces of just scrap metal to Aldith, and he will look to Sapphire as like, do you want to help me point out places that will work? I'm not familiar with this. I assume you're not either, but 2 eyes are better than 1.
Don't you mean 4?
You know what I mean. It might keep me awake if you make me pissed off, but sure, 4 eyes.
Yeah, of course I'll help.
Yes,
All right.
thank you.
Roll me a perception check, Sapphire.
Oh no, please be a good one. Just a check.
Yes, just a check. Damn. All right. You
I
also
like to
have.
think that.
Hmm?
I was just saying, I like to think that Sapphire is adjusting because this is a little bit like the Fey realm.
Mm-hmm. It's really fucking weird, as for sure. Especially as you guys are wandering through. You 100% have never seen something mechanically as complex as this, but you have been around a lot of stuff that doesn't work by traditional means. So as you were looking through, and like clearly a big thing gets stuck in gear and gear stops spinning, but you take it a little, one step further, and you look at where the gears are like connecting and what is causing them to rotate as much as they are, and then essentially, slamming holes into each of the different bits and pieces that will allow you to slow it down enough to be able to fit the gears in there in the first place without, ripping off a hand, essentially.
Kraz giving specifically only the armor pieces to Cyril, and
Mm-hmm.
he's waiting until one piece has gotten locked in place before he takes out the next piece.
Smart. Okay. Yeah, you're able to hand it to Cyril. As I said, Cyril's aim not that good, but he does slam it home, and it does get locked in place. You can hear the gears like basically screaming against each other. Like it's not like screeching, but it's like grinding very hard, trying to force it down, in order to essentially get it pop out the other side. Neither the metal nor the armor are what's the word? Neither one is budging. Like neither one is like able to get past the other. They're just kind of stuck, but slowly moving downwards.
This armor did sustain like a direct fireball, I think.
Yeah. It's definitely the armor is definitely struggling. You can hear it. It is obscenely reinforced, but is, at least to the best of your knowledge, definitely struggling.
All right, that seems to be working. Where else?
I wish I could. I wish I could see his face when we're done here.
Does Aldith get to make a strength check?
Are you handing Aldith a thing, or are you just letting her slam something into?
I mean, Gelmar's definitely handing her one of his spare hammers.
Nice.
Okay.
I think Gilmar used most of the scrap metals, so we don't have like an infinite amount, but I'm pretty sure we have like a couple pieces.
Yeah, a couple of batons and stuff like that.
Oh, here's something really stupid I could do.
Oh.
Remember that Blackstone chunk you gave me?
Mm-hmm.
You have it written in here that it can pretty much only even be flexed by something that is made of mithril or better.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, I did. I'll say with that strength check, if you are trying to put that in there, is that your plan?
I'm gonna try and slip it in there with some of the other chunks, sure.
All right. So as you kind of like angle the Blackstone and kind of push it in there, you can hear. Essentially, the gears are really fighting, and they're like really straining. As you put that stone in there, you cannot get a good position. You know where the position is. You cannot get the stone into that position with that strength check. You're trying to fit it in there, and you really just don't have enough force to push that thing where it needs to go. Every time you do and you think it's good, it pops out. At one point, it pops out hard enough to like slam into your chest.
Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, you son of a crossbow.
Aldith, you would see Gelmar kind of struggling with this black rock, trying to like get it into the space.
I was gonna say she'd probably hold out her hand and like, gimme.
Let me do it.
Gimme.
Doesn't even look, just puts it in her hand.
Alrighty, Aldith, roll me a strength check and see whether or not you're able to make this gear regret existing. Jesus Christ. Alright.
Yes.
You walk over to it, and Galmar kind of points out the spot to you. Sapphire also then highlights a slightly better angle towards it. And you take it, and you slam the rock into the position. And as you do so, you can feel it fighting against you. Like, it is, as it did with Galmar, trying to, like, yeet the rock back out at you, basically. So you have to, like, use your whole body to like force it straight down. You were basically fighting against the entire fucking boat, but you were able to like really wedge it in place, and like your muscles are straining to get in there, and you're sweating as it takes like a solid 5 minutes to get this rock in place where it will not pop out. And about halfway through this, maybe 3/4 through this, you realize if you let go of this rock, it will kill you.
Oh god.
There is so much force that you are putting into this that the moment this thing comes out, it's either going to launch a hole into your face or it's going through the boat, one way or another. So you are desperately trying to keep this thing down there, and there is no will on Earth's force that is going to make you stop pushing down on this. So after a solid 5 minutes of strain, you are able to push this rock into this gear sections, and you push it all the way down. As you pull back, the gears are straining, and you can hear the entire thing groaning as Cyril and Galmar are able to put a couple more pieces of the armor into the different sections, and the whole gear section just kind of stops entirely. And you look at this rock, and for just a split second, you have that fight or flight response as the rock twitches. It twitches just the smallest amount, and you are fairly confident it's about to hit you in the face. And this son of a bitch is going to be like a rocket when it does. And then it doesn't. And every fiber of your being relaxes at the same period of time. Alright, all of you guys roll me a Constitution check.
I was about to say any advantage, but Perfect Trance would definitely be over by now.
Okay. No advantage. Ooh. So sleepy.
The sleepy eepy times. Okay, ooh. A mixed bag this time. Alright. So, Ania, we're gonna go down the list actually. Galmar, you've been, using a lot of your muscles. You've been trying to do this. Irritation has been flooding you. And with irritation comes your adrenaline, comes your general rage. Like, a lot of things are flowing through you, and you are kind of annoyed at this more than anything else. So it's not too much a worry for you. Kind of the same goes for Cyril, and with Aldith, you guys have been actively moving and pulling through. Aldith, you are a little bit more tired because, you basically just full tensed your body and then let go. So there's a little bit of tiredness on you, but, you're basically pretty much fine. Ania and Sapphire, you two had to do basically nothing for 5 straight minutes just watching and listening to these gears. It is a kind of disgusting sound, the gears kind of screeching and stuff, but not moving at all, or pretty much effectively not moving, because you really can't go forwards in any way, shape, or form without potentially getting squished. 2 of you basically just had to kind of stand there and try to make sure that your friend Bendos didn't die. You guys are so fucking tired. Like, digging your nails into the wounds are in your hands. Like, you basically, you're like almost clawing them open at this point, like really bad, and that's barely doing anything. Both you did to both your hands, so your left hand specifically. So it's not quite working anymore, and it's like staying upright is really hard, as you both are kind of swaying a little bit at this point. You guys are watching like them do the putting the armor in, making the holes, and you guys are like watching it, and it's like that moment where like you're staring at like a book, or you're staring at like people doing activities like construction, and you're awake, and then you can see like your eyelids like moving down, and like you jerk yourself awake, and you're like, ugh, I'm awake. And then like 30 seconds later, you're like, am I awake? Both of you guys are like actively swaying at the moment, just kind of like, I'm here. Mostly.
Tra sleepily comments like, messing up the mechanics of a boat at sea may be a bad idea in hindsight.
My only regret is the wasted time. Or spent time, I guess is a better way to phrase it.
Mhm.
It's very fun to imagine them upset at us.
I think this will be important. But
Yep.
I
So
believe our little art project is complete.
All the stuff
I
in
can
front of
just
you
hear the
has slowed
rattle of-
down.
I can just imagine the rattling noise of the gears trying to break through this stuff.
Oh yeah, they are struggling. But you guys are able now to move freely through this area. There is some stress from the fact that as you guys walk through this, you guys can see like the pistons, for example, are like they're trying to get to the other side, essentially to your guys' left, because they're on your right. But they're like barely moving a couple of inches because they just can't go forwards. But if anything slips, if a single thing slips, you guys know that shit's going to hit you like a 20 fucking ton train. So like as you guys are walking through it relatively carefully, as the floor space is not really the best. It's like a little bit of stress. You guys are like barely keeping awake. As you guys continue moving on forwards, there's another room, and it's like Cyril is barely on his feet. He really is. Like he is like grabbing the walls and like barely moving forwards. Gelmar, I think, have you had 1 point?
I have 1 failure
Okay.
against the sleep attempts.
I have the tokens listed. I'm not sure if my count is correct. I've only been counting 1 for every failure, except for Cyril, who had like a 1.
Yeah.
According to mine, Gelmar has 1 sleepy token.
Okay. Cool.
That matches my notes as well. Yes.
What is Aldiths and Sapphires? Because I think your one's 1.
I have Aldith at 1 and Sapphire at 1.
Okay.
If this last roll gave her any sleepiness, she'd be at 2.
Oh yes,
the
that's
what?
right.
The last roll we
yeah.
just did.
I took away 1 because I thought getting the nicks in the hand removed 1.
It did earlier.
Let me see. Let me scroll up.
So Sapphire would be at 1 currently. And then what's your 1 draw?
Yeah. I have 2, and Cyril has 3.
Yeah, so Cyril is quite literally barely awake. You guys do see his eyes like close every now and again. See his eyes close every now and again. He more or less just kind of like stops moving for a second before continuing to move a little bit. Traw, you are conscious and like you're awake and like you're moving, but you are like barely keeping your eyes open. The rest of the party, you guys are functional, but moving through this area, especially the further you get, that heartbeat is starting to mimic your own heart rate, and it is actively like such a calming feeling, especially after moving past that really stressful area, that you are just beyond tired at this point. And essentially you guys walk into this area. Is a huge room, maybe 30 by 60, something like that. And in the middle of it is a really large bed. It looks so soft, it looks so comfortable, it looks incredible. Arguably, whatever you guys would define as the nicest bed you've ever seen, that's what you're looking at right in front of you. Is incredible. Around you, everything is still metal, it's still there, but you guys don't really hear the sound machinery. That heartbeat is still thrumming. Everything is just kind of nice. There's a bunch of people who are currently sleeping around you. Looks like maybe 10, 15 people are just around the bed, all sleeping on the floor. Every fiber of Cyril's being wants to lay down in this bed. Every single fiber of his being. He is struggling not to put himself in that bed. If you want, Cyril, you can roll wisdom save to see whether or not you get into the bed, or you can choose to try to fight it or anything of that sort. But you are actively struggling to to not just lay down right now.
And this is an empty bed?
Yes, this is an empty, really nice bed just in the middle of this room.
Fuck it, I'll give it a wisdom check.
Okay.
Or save.
Yep, wisdom save. It's a nice bed. Looks very nice.
Yeah. And I'm getting an extra +2 from mine and Aldith's auras. Yep. So fingers crossed.
Roll that natural 1.
I know this. Honestly, I'm rolling this expecting the punishment.
Get a 20, believe in yourself.
Oh, well, there you go. That is a 17. All right.
That's
you are
pretty good.
able to fight it. You are so trying to fight this. It is a real struggle. It's like everyone can watch as you just kind of like stare at this bed. Like every fight, like it's like a man who has not eaten for 3 days is staring at a sweet, like thick steak in front of them. Like you're just staring at this like a mile wide like stare.
I'm gonna reach out for Traw's lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Tra offers it. He's looking at the people around the bed. Mm-hmm. He's trying to tell if they touched it, and like as soon as they touched it, if they like slid down and fell asleep.
No, it looks like all these folks that are around the bed just laid down, curled up, in some field position, some in soldier position, but they just look like they laid down. You know, they all look like they were okay. Like nothing seems like they didn't fall, they didn't slide, they didn't do anything. It just looks like they got tired and laid down.
Tra looks extremely like his eyes are super narrowed. He hands the lantern without looking, trying to figure out something. But
I throw the
he's
lantern
having trouble.
at the bed.
Oh.
The lantern kind of hits the bed and bounces a little bit, kind of rolls.
My intent is for the lantern to smash open and burn it.
Oh, I know. Unfortunately, this bed is obscenely soft, so it hits the bed, kind of bounces, rolls, and it's just kind of like laying
like
there.
even the bedposts and shit are soft.
Did you throw at the bedpost or did you throw at the bed?
Well, yeah, I'm throwing it at something hard. I'm not going to throw it at the fucking mattress.
Fair enough. Like it's a big circular bed, so you'd be able to like throw it directly at like the air quote corner of the bed facing you to try like smash you open. And it it smashes and it like fire starts spreading not very far because obviously there's no wood to spread, but the oil splashes out, coats a little bit of the ground, fires start raising. Some of the oil's gotten onto like a couple of the people's like coats and stuff, and so fire's starting to spread towards some of the people.
No.
It kind of spreads onto the bed, but mostly like it's the oil that seems to have caught, and there's not much else there, so doesn't seem
so the bed's not catching fire?
Doesn't seem like it.
Frost starts to approach the bed, intent on saving the people.
Okay. Yeah, you just like walk around the bed and like start patting out the or taking off like someone's cape or coat or whatever, and
I drag them away like, no you don't.
It's not particularly hard to save them, although they are air quote dead weight. Like moving them is you're moving an unconscious person. Like it's hard like weight. So it's not an easy
strong.
process for you.
I will aid him in this process.
All right, cool.
Just like leaning full tilt, like
Yeah. Moving them isn't the hardest
imagine
thing.
that scene from Mulan where it's just like Traw's trying to pick him up and drag him, having difficulty. Galvar just walks up and picks both of them up.
Release me.
Aldith is eyeing this bed, trying to see if she can possibly smite this shit to break it. She's like,
It's it's a very nice little bed. The fire, like the oil seems to like have splashed onto the bed, and like the oil has caught fire and stuff. But after like a couple of minutes or so, like the fire just kind of like dies off a little bit, and the oil is like, I don't know what happens to oil after you burn it. I guess burnt oil? I don't know. Whatever happens to oil after it becomes residue. It's like on the bed, but like the bed doesn't seem particularly damaged. It seems like a...
It is. Good.
It seems like a potentially like magically protected bed.
The air is very humid. With all that fog upstairs, I wouldn't be surprised if it's hard for things to catch fire.
Damn. I was hoping that would work.
Brute force?
Oh. Is there like a door behind the bed?
Yars like slowly raises the red and rune stone, as well as a set of craftsman's tools.
There seems to be a
We
door.
can disassemble it, or I could try to burn it.
No, I nod to Aldith.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fuck it up.
There does appear to be a door on the other side of the bed, but it's like hardcore closed. It's not like a regular door. It's just a sheet of wall that is slightly indented, and it looks like the wall can move, but not from this side.
Tra's gonna inspect it after he and Gelmar get the bodies away from the about to be destroyed bed.
Alrighty. What you guys plan to do to this bed?
Fuck it up.
I want to do something really quick. I want to do something really quick. I want to see if I can get sort of a read on whether or not this bed has like a specific kind of energy coming off of it, and I'm gonna turn on divine sense.
The bed itself does not seem to have any magical properties to it, aside from whatever is the enchanting, in the enchantment school. I think it's enchantment.
Okay.
Aside from that, it doesn't seem to have any, like, specific properties. Although you are almost blinded the moment you turn it on because of the, all the walls and the floors and ceiling around you radiate with both celestial and, devilish energy.
Got it. All right. So I'm gonna get up near the bed and
Abjuration magic, thank you.
I'm gonna get up near the bed. I'm gonna look at Aldith, and I'm going to I'm gonna tap my spear a couple of times on the ground, and there's these glowing orange leaves and vines curl all the way up towards the tip, and it's going to be and I've activated Searing Smite. I am very much intending on continuing this, on making this thing burn.
Okay.
And if regular fire don't work, magic fire might.
Okay. Gelmar?
I mean, if he's already going to be making his attempt with the fire, I may as well just take a hammer or something and try and smash at one of the legs.
Alright. Aldith.
I'm thinking here. I'm thinking.
I'm thinking here, buddy.
I'm thinking here.
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do.
All right. Shush.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, none of my smites are really cool. She might just throw a divine smite at it. Well, true. She might just throw a divine smite at it, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just, yeah.
And Sapphires, anything you'd like to do?
Sapphire. There we go.
Not sure.
Alright.
Sure.
Well, as you guys are thinking,
Does Sapphire have fire arrows? Or is that just a... Because I thought Sapphire got some different kind of arrows.
she has poison-tipped arrows.
I don't know if that'll help. I don't have the fire arrows spell on me, or else Try would totally give Sapphire fire arrows.
Alright. Well, in that case, while you guys are thinking, are we in combat something? No, they're trying to break a bed. they're trying to damage a bed. So you guys
This is our door.
you guys pull out some of your smites and stuff. Of course, Traw and Gelmar moved a couple people back. And Aldith and Cyril. Sapphire has also been like moving people out of the way and stuff. But Aldith and Cyril and Gelmar just start wailing away at this fucking bed. Gelmar starts like bashing some of the bed legs, trying to break off bits and pieces. Aldith and Cyril, you guys start bashing it with your swords and with your glaive, and just fucking is divine smiting it, some wrathful smite. Like, you are bashing the fuck out of this thing so hard. It does take quite a few swings. And the wrathful smite does start lighting on fire a little bit. After like a solid probably 5-6 minutes or so of just wailing on this thing, is now a pile of mostly smoldering splinters and bed pieces and fabric. And I mean, it looked nice. Now it looks like it's dead.
Imagine we're like the equivalent of like mosquitoes in like something that swallowed us, and we're just being incredible annoyances.
Just like, fuck you in your bed. It's like, what the fuck?
Nah, I'd say it's more akin to flies, just simply given that mosquitoes still do carry some really, really devastating things with them, usually.
True.
Tries investigating the door not door while they're destroying that.
Good lord. Roll me a perception check if you would.
Hooray!
Implies the bed was looking alive. You know. Alright.
Nice.
Very nice. 21. So as you're looking at this, you are seeing, like, there's... It's weird to look at. Essentially, it looks like it's a lever system, like a pulley system. There's chains that you can vaguely see a little bit of. Definitely looks like it's not really meant for this side of the room. It looks like it's definitely meant to keep people out. So you're not really supposed to get through it. It does look like you could potentially lift it, maybe. Maybe the pulley systems, you kind of follow them back to where they potentially could be, and like a good decent distance back, maybe 10 or so feet from where you guys start being the bed, is like a small chains, which like you can kind of get both hands inside of this like little hole, and you guys can start pulling down the chains. But it's definitely a two-person job, and it is not very wide spacing. So you guys could potentially do that. You guys could push up the metal door. Really looks like this door was built with the intention of no one getting past this door from this side.
Okay, so there's chains. We could use 2 people to pull on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can try lifting the door.
Yeah, or a combination.
Okay. Okay. We'll wait for everyone to be done with the bed.
Alright. Since you guys put in some work, Cyril, Gelmar, Aldith, roll me another constitution check. Not bad. Also not bad.
Allow me to do badly.
Yeah. You guys are wailing on this thing. Guys are wailing on this thing hardcore. As you guys are, you just see like Cyril kind of like He kind of wails on it, lights on fire a little bit. He wails on it again, and one more time, and then he like smashes it. He just kind of like follows his glaive as he like kind of hits his knee on the ground, and then Kai just falls over the rest of the way. Is like his elbows up, and he's still kind of being the bed as he's like kind of laying down, like he's propping himself up by an elbow, like being the bed a little bit. Eventually he like falls over and like he's on his shoulder now. He's still kind of like being the bed a little bit. Eventually the glaive just kind of like falls all the way. You guys just hear a soft snoring from him, and a soft muttering of, "Gonna break the bed." Yeah.
Tra looks over his shoulder like, oh, there he goes.
Oh, for the love of Bahamut.
Tra
Damn it,
starts
old
to make
man.
his way- Damn it, old man. It's not time to sleep, Grandpa.
Grandpa, wake
Tra
up.
starts... Tra starts to walk over. He looks like he's preparing to cast something.
Mm-hmm. As you guys are doing so, we are going to look at Cyril's perspective real quick. Cyril, you are so struggling to stay awake, and you start being the bed, and you're fairly confident you're still awake. Till about the time that your shoulder hits the ground. Then you realize that, yeah, no, you're pretty much laying down. There's like, your vision just kind of like goes in and out. That throbbing headache is still really not playing well with you. As you kind of like hit the ground, you kind of like open up your eyes for a second. You're still hitting the bed, and then like you finally like fully go out. And the next moment, you kind of just stand back up, fully awake. Like your brain is like, obviously your brain has been on this entire time, but you are fully awake as you stand up, more or less outside of your own body. And around you, there are the people who were sleeping are, you know, just kind of standing around, and you know, looking around, but everything around you just kind of looks weird as hell. The ship is clean. The walls are practically warm. The machinery isn't moving from behind you. The door in front of you is open. And the fog around you is gone. The most disturbing thing is probably the fact that the sleeping bodies are now standing and staring at you. And just watching. Not doing anything. They're just watching you and staring. But the door is open. You can see what's on the other side.
I can see it?
Hmm?
Like, what's on the other side? I can see what's on the other side of the door?
Yeah. Like, it's a little bit dark over there, so you like have to kind of walk over there. But like, the door's fully open.
Yeah, I make for the door.
All right. You start walking out to the door. It's weird as you like walk over. You start like peeking your head back and forth. There's like several corridors that lead off it, like 3 or 4 of them. Honestly, barely makes sense in physical space, but you do see like a lever that's like in a weird position over, you know, to your right. It looks nice. You don't really feel that tired. You kind of hear a voice in your head that kind of reminds you of when you were talking to Lust, but you just kind of ignore that at the moment because, you know, it's whatever. Through one of the pathways, you do just see the ocean. You just like peek your head over to the left, and there's just the ocean.
It's not a porthole. It's just like I'm glitching through the wall.
Kinda. It looks like there's the corridor, moves out for about 2 or 3 feet, and then it looks like there stops being a ship, and there's just the ocean.
Fuck. And that's just one of the 3 corridors.
Yeah. The other corridor is like a very long path. You can't even see the end of it. The middle path, you see like another door at the very end of that one. Immediately to your right, just past the door, is a lever. There doesn't seem to be anything else here.
I mean, what does this button do?
Okay.
What's the lever do?
You walk over and you flip it?
Yeah.
Alright. So, Tra, what are you planning to cast?
Tra isn't trying to wake Cyril up. Tra just casts enhanceability Owl's Wisdom, which gives Cyril an advantage on wisdom checks.
Ooh, very nice. All right. As you're walking over to the to that lever, you feel something. You feel like you should look a little bit. You start looking around, you know, the lever. You start seeing a chain that is connected to that lever. The chain goes directly above where the door is. Quite a distance. Doesn't seem to really make all that much sense. But as you grab the lever, what does the lever do? You pull the lever, the door behind you closes. And Tra and the rest of your crew, the door opens.
That's sick.
So that controls that.
You do not see your teammates in the other room, by the way.
Nope.
Just the... Well, you can't see anything behind you at the moment because the door is closed. But, yeah. You couldn't see them when you had woken up. Or your own body,
and there
for that
was...
matter.
There was one corridor that just seemed like it ended in the ocean?
Yeah. The left corridor, just the ocean. The right corridor looks like it's a long, dark path that you can't see the end of. And in front of you appears to be a long corridor that you think leads to a door? You're not really sure.
Hmm.
Yep. So you think thonk on that, we're going to look at the rest of the party. So as, like, Tra, you kind of cast the wisdom on, the Owl's Wisdom on Cyril. After about, probably 30, 45 seconds, the door next to you just kind of opens.
Tra has no idea what to make of that, and he's like immediately weirded out.
It just opens.
I don't like that. Gelmar just says grabbing one of Cyril's legs and starts dragging him towards it.
No, I don't like that either, but I was thinking there may be another passageway underneath the bed, but with how thoroughly you all destroyed it, I don't think that's the case. And he, like, taps his staff a few times in the rubble, trying to see if there's, like, any other passage.
It's pretty much just metal under there. There's not a whole lot left of it.
I guess we have to go forward. I don't like that we're being invited in, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no question.
He does go.
This is I'm 100% certain this is a trap. But hey, it's also probably one of the best ways to wake up.
As Gelmar mentions trap, do I want to cast Find Traps again? Because I assume the first time I casted it, I didn't see anything.
You did not. And so far, you guys haven't really encountered anything that you would say is a trap. The machinery room maybe would be considered one, but it looked more like maintenance room that is also deadly.
Yeah, it's not a trap exactly on purpose. It is designed to be annoying to get through, but it's not trying to hide it. He only has one spell slot left in that category, so he's not going to cast it yet.
Okay. But yeah.
He is following Gelmar, dragging Cyril, though.
Alright, cool. Alda, Sapphire, are you following them as well, or do you want to take a look around?
I feel like Alda isn't nearly as, like, freaked out as the other two are, but at the same time, why, like, I don't know, I feel like, I feel like she's not as freaked out, but it's one of those things where, like, she's curious as to what's going on. She's like, what do I do here? Like, it's like I don't think that this is bad, but I don't think that it's good, and I'm curious to know more.
Yep, you definitely, Cyril seems to be kind of like twitching a little bit in his sleep. Though you've seen him sleep on many occasions, and you're fairly confident that's just what the old man does. But aside from that, like, you know, just kind of sleepy at the moment. Sapphire, is there anything you'd like to do? Anything you'd like to look at? Or are you just gonna head with the others?
Sapphire will head with the others.
Sounds good. Alright. So as you guys continue moving on, there's, you know, a couple of doorways. There are not 3 paths for you guys. There is one. It just leads straight forwards to another door. Cyril, of the 3 paths, the ocean, the dark hallway, and the door, which path do you lead? Or do you head down?
The door seems too safe. The endless hallway or the ocean? Wrath said this place was its own plane of existence, I think. So that means I'm gonna grab the sending stone.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm like fully awake and properly focused.
Oh yeah. You feel kind of awful, but you are awake.
And going to contact Aldith in this situation, because I don't want to deal with Traw's reaction right now.
Fair. Okay.
Aldith. I'm on the other side. Three hallways. Ocean, door, darkness.
Okay. Cool.
I'm trying to I'm literally trying because I know there's only 25. There's only 25 words.
Yeah.
I shut the door behind me with a lever. Advice?
Okay. Alright, roll me a flat d20.
Is it anything above a 5 goes through?
Anything above a
Technically, if it's a d20, it's anything above a nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've been rolling swimmingly today.
You have 19 other numbers you can hit.
You got this.
I also
Believe in yourself.
I had 19 other numbers I could roll twice on advantage once, and look where that got me.
Do you have an inspiration point?
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't think I
So-
have an inspiration point.
So
I think I've
as
used it.
you have used it, as you speak the message,
Don't need it.
Aldith, you do get that message verbatim, in your ears. Tra, you hear "into the light." Gelmar, you hear "I'm going," and Sapphire, you hear "the ocean." Not
Tra, like,
in
jumps
his
out of
voice.
his skin.
The only person who hears
Oh,
his
not-
voice specifically is Aldith. For everyone else, it's just a voice in your head.
So I heard "I'm going" and Gelmar heard "into the light."
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Sapphire heard "the ocean."
The ocean.
Oh no, I'm sending you there. Your just responds.
What?
Didn't hear that? It said into the light.
No, I heard something different.
What did you all hear exactly? Because I just heard Cyril.
I didn't hear Cyril. I heard "I'm going." And Tra's like looking around.
I just heard into the light. Never heard the voice before.
And those are all like bits and pieces of his message, right? You can't, don't expect me to remember
Sapphire heard
anything.
the ocean.
Yep.
She will relay that information like a, okay, so no, that was Cyril. He is here, but not here. He's floating in between. He's the one that opened the door for us, I think. And he says he has 3 pathways when we only have the one, and he needs advice.
Fascinating. I would love to study this if it wasn't trying to not kill me. You can definitely tell him about him opening the door for us on our side. 3 paths, though. Did he say anything about what's on them?
He did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember anything. It's
Neither
too
can
late
I.
at night for me to remember anything.
You're fine.
Okay. He said there was ocean, darkness, and a door.
The hallway we're on, does it end in a door?
It does.
Tra starts, like, walking around the hallway, dragging his staff against the walls a bit. He's, like, testing them for anything out that sounds weird.
They sound exactly like you would expect wood on metal to. Awful.
Horrible. Awful. Hate this.
Yeah.
Tra, like, shudders. Like, ugh. Well, if he's in the dream world and he's able to walk around just as we are, you can tell him the only way we can see is the door. What else? I guess my only, if it was up to me, the only advice I would be able to give him is follow wherever he thinks the sin is. If anyone else has any ideas, feel free. I'm not very sure on this.
Can you still hear rats in there?
That's another good thing to check for.
The ocean.
You think go towards the ocean? Why?
It's all I heard.
We all heard different things, though. The message you can send back can only be up to 25 words, though. So perhaps something like, you opened our door, only one path, try to find, or, I don't know. The first two parts I'm certain are, though.
Why are we making me come up with things? Wait.
Because if he messaged you, only you can respond.
I
Only
know.
you
Yeah,
can
no,
message him.
I know. Yeah. I know. It's just brain no worky.
Oh. Let me type it out really fast with my typing speed.
With your tippity tap taps.
So, yes. Door opened on our side. Only one path. Should we advise him to try to find Sloth, and that maybe that Sapphire says the ocean path? He asked that to the group. I'm only at 16 words, so I can type more. So right now the message is, door opened on our side, only one path. Try to find Sloth. Sapphire says the ocean.
I mean, that's pretty concise to me. That sounds...
Okay. Tra will add, we can see door path. And that'll be 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. So, let me copy this into the text, and then Tra will advise Aldith to send, door opened on our side, only one path, we can see door path. Try to find Sloth, Sapphire says the ocean.
Blessed you for all your work. Thanks for carrying me through this session, Preesh.
Thank you, note taker.
Thank you, note taker.
The note taker.
One of these days I need to get into that habit just simply so I can relieve at least part of that work.
All right.
Aldith would send this message to Cyril as much as, as hard as she can.
Oh, cool.
Does
You do get the...
Aldith also have to...
Yeah, roll flat.
Yes.
D20.
Roll flat. Yes. Actually, no. I think
You
it's
can do
because
it.
it's responding. You don't have to because it connected with you.
Yay!
Yeah,
You're free!
So you should be fine.
Yippee!
But yes, Cyril, you would hear that message verbatim in Aldith's voice.
Okay. If that's the only thing that exists on the other side. Maybe it is just that simple. I'm gonna go with my gut on this.
Oh, shoot. I didn't add the wrath part in. That's okay, we can say Tra was sleepy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my gut on this one. And since that door exists in both worlds,
Mhm.
I'm going through the door.
All right. You have to the door, and on your side, it appears to be closed. Moving over to the other side, as you guys continue walking forwards, you guys do see that the door seems to be open. You're not 100% sure where that door seems to lead, but it does seem to go at least somewhere. But the door is definitely wide open on your guys' side. I'd probably say as you guys walk in, it would be... I'd probably say there's two paths. There's a staircase that leads upwards. In theory, maybe towards the captain's quarters. And there's a path that leads downwards, which in theory, based on a rough estimation for your guys' knowledge, would lead to where a boiler room of sorts would be, or maybe a kitchen, or something deep further into the belly of the beast.
You mean something else we could break?
Very possibly.
More things to break in the ship that we will have a really hard time leaving if it sinks. Is there any...
Spending more time trying to figure out where we're supposed to go.
All right, but the door is closed on my side?
Yes.
Is Trusty a lever or anything to close the door on their side?
You do see some kind of pulley lever. It looks like this like doorway system is designed to make it so that if one area gets flooded, the other area essentially physically can't get flooded. From the best that you can tell.
After everyone goes through the door, Tra would start to reach for the lever to pull it.
Okay. The lever is on the not inside the hall, but outside the hall.
Oh, so it's not on.
It's not in the
not on
corridor.
the side we're at.
Yeah, it's not in the corridor.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the only one in the corridor
That's
is on the other side of the hallway. Yeah, as you guys walk forwards and you essentially pull that lever, your door closes, and it is like almost airtight closing. As you guys do so, Cyril, your door opens. It's extremely jarring because it opens without any warning.
Right, so they must have gone through the door on. So these levers. God, this fucking bastard. I'm gonna step through the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me wisdom
I'm
save with
walking
advantage.
through the door. What's that?
Roll me a wisdom save with advantage. The rest of the party, roll me a constitution saving throw again.
Uh-oh.
Or sorry, constitution check.
Oh, check.
Yes, yes.
This is Major Tom to ground control.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yay, the advantage!
Seeing some fabulous rolls right here. Okay, that's a 19. It's a 14. 16. 16. 4. Okay. So, Cyril, the world is weird for you. It really is. Outside the window, you see Harmonious Haven. As you walk in, there's... I don't know, the world is just weird. You can see almost like the weird veiny structure that Lust had inside some of the walls. Other walls are like filled with money and riches beyond belief. The ground itself is like metal, but it's also kind of sticky, which is weird.
So this is one big room?
Yes, it's a relatively large room. It has a staircase that leads up, and then there's a staircase that leads down as well. The staircases are kind of wobbly for you. They're not entirely metal, and they're not entirely not metal. Honestly, it feels more like your mind is kind of playing tricks on you, but like for the most part, it's not as weird as you're used to. So, especially not like when you were in the God, like this is just kind of like, it's weird, but you're able to push past it for the most part. Inside of the other world, Gelmar, you are desperately struggling to stay awake at the moment, especially having like nothing really happening to you in the last like couple rooms, aside from the bed. Your adrenaline's starting to wear off, so like your tiredness is starting to catch up with you, just like it did with Cyril. The rest of you guys, like, you're still really tired, but you're fighting through it, and you're able to march on for the most part. You can all definitely feel you're starting to get to the point where your bodies are desperately desiring sleep. Like, without consistently forcing adrenaline through you, your bodies are begging for sleep at the moment. But you guys are able to push past it for the most part. Tra and Gelmar specifically are having a little bit more hard time than others.
Oh, did I get a token?
I think you had
Or-
2.
I had 2.
Yeah.
Did I get one or
just
just
went up to
Gelmar?
2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you two are having a little bit harder time than the others. Everyone else is, I believe, still at 1, so you're still struggling. The world is, like, you're seeing shadows out of the corners of your eyes, but it's nothing major for the most part. And for Sapphire, that's just kind of her daily.
Just imagine he's gritting his teeth tighter. Breathing is becoming a lot more heavier, and probably did it at the very least for a moment fall onto at least one of his arms because still dragging Cyril with the other.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely carrying Cyril is just taking a little bit of a toll on you.
Since I am more sleepy, can I pay attention to that thrum to figure out if it's upwards or downwards?
Sure. Roll me a perception check.
That's my favorite phrase.
Oof.
Ah, darn it.
No.
I'm sleepy.
Ouchie.
Sleepy.
You are very tired as you like start listening
on.
to the thrum.
Oh.
This is against the shift, or this is against the
Oh yeah.
wrath itself, considering it's still cursed.
Oh yeah, that
Curse
is
doesn't
true.
actually have the time to go away.
You would be able to give her.
I will
help on
do the help
perception.
action on her.
Yeah. So feel free to roll advantage
that
on that.
Advantage. Does it help? It
Barely.
does a little bit.
So as you're like listening to it, you feel the instinct to close your eyes because you're used to like taking out one of your senses to like focus on your other senses. Do you do that?
Yeah. Tross sort of knows that listening to the thrum is going to make him more tired, but but this is a very prevalent character trait for Ania of hurting herself in order to give the party an advantage. So unfortunately, Tra does start to close his eyes.
All right. As you like fully close your eyes and you're listening to that thrum, trying to pinpoint where it's going, your head is kind of wavering back and forth. You're kind of tilting down a little bit. Your body is like moving, and you're able to distinctly figure out is definitely coming from below you. You're not quite sure how far. As you like try to open up your eyes, it's like it's a struggle. It is a real struggle to open up your eyes. Roll me one more con check.
All right, con check.
Whew. That was almost a 2. You were able to keep your eyes open, but just barely. You are practically falling over as you have your eyes open, but they're like almost like clouding over with tiredness, like everything. You just want to listen to that sound more. It's so peaceful.
Tra takes out the vial with the energy drink in it. He does not drink it, and he holds it up, and he says, I believe I may be the next to go. However, I think I would be able to help Cyril if I do fall asleep. And I am the lightest to carry, I think. I feel we should be going down. But if anyone wants to hold this as an emergency to wake themselves up, feel free.
Hands are full.
Tra holds the bottle out to either Aldith or Sapphire. Just to hold, you can give it to anyone you want.
I feel like Aldith would very politely take it and also pick up the slack because I wasn't Tra also helping carry Cyril.
No, I think Gelmer's just dragging Cyril.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Just one leg, yeah.
Okay. Then never. Well, no. What? How many sleepies is Gilmore at?
2?
I have 2 pips.
2, yeah.
Okay, then Aldith will she'll pocket the vial, and then she'll sort of like a little sort of shoulder check Gilmore, and then try and grab one of Cyril's legs and be like, all right.
Oh, you're shoulder checking him? He's falling over.
No, not like a very hard one, just a very light tap. You know how friends do a hip bump? She's doing that with her shoulder. She's like, hey,
Okay.
scoot over.
You definitely have to like put your arm against the wall though, as like you are walking on tired time. Those stairs are gonna be a menace. You all know that for sure.
Maybe I should just fall down the stairs. Maybe that will wake me up. Kra's thinking capability is not very high right now. Just like, now has the chance to wake me up or knock me out. Both are equally as viable.
Before you do something that's going to slowly be ripping your form apart, please think about what kind of injuries you're leaving me to take care of. Yes, completely forgetting the fact that that there's a lot of other folks in the party that actually can heal, and I think it's
everyone can heal.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure everyone in the party can heal except for Dakota.
Yeah. I'll be fine. Says the one with the least HP in the party.
So yeah, you guys have down to what may be the pits of hell, or up and you guys can see, I get, the ocean maybe. Who knows?
Going down, or Tra's going down. The downward stairs sound easier than the upward stairs anyway.
And we actually need to go in that direction, so yeah, I'm following.
Alright. You guys walk over to the stairs. Tra, you just don't walk, or...
It's so tempting to fall. He's not going to yet.
Alright. You guys are welcome to go very slowly. You guys do know that the slower you go, the more likely that you guys are going to be very tired by the time you get down there. Gelmar and Aldith, are you still dragging Cyril's feet, or are you going to switch to his arms?
He's unconscious and already has a headache. We might as well just roll him down the fucking stairs.
Just like kill him while he's asleep.
It's gonna make a ruckus. It might wake us up without hurting us. Cyril has nothing to do.
You guys are going full weekend at Bernie's here.
You guys are welcome to if you'd like.
I can already hear the clunk of it.
No harm, no foul.
Have you seen that Dark Souls, or not Dark Souls, that Bloodborne gif of going down the ladder with the cone helmet?
Alright.
Oh, now I'm just imagining the climbing the ladder for animation in Goat Sim. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, in Goat Sim?
I don't even know how to explain it.
That's okay.
Dunk, dunk, dunk.
We don't got much time left.
Aldith tries to maneuver Cyril onto her back and piggyback with him. No, she can't actively do that, but that'd be so funny.
You slowly attempt to. He's so much heavier than you and so much bigger.
I vote we just shove him down the stairs.
Tra isn't getting involved. It's up to Aldith and Gelmar. Tra's like, whatever.
Do what you
I'm imagining the thought crossing somebody's mind. You know, we could just ride him down the stairs.
Oh my gosh. Imagine Gelmar's just
Everyone's
continue trying to drag at the leg, and Aldith can try and nudge him or indicate any other course of action if she wants to change it.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would just like give a little side eye because she's a little sleepy. She's a little silly. She'll give a little side eye and be like, "Do you think it would be intelligent to just roll him down the stairs?"
It would just be funny.
Oh my gosh, but don't think about how sore he'd be when he gets back up. At best.
He's always sore. He's old.
You know, roll me a persuasion check.
I like it. Everyone's really tired, so we're making like up for 24 hours decisions.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Oh boy.
20? Nat 20, brother! I am convinced. You are convinced.
I just imagine it's just like he just lets go to point towards you and try and make a point, not even realizing Cyril's already tumbling.
You cut your
It's
first
faster.
step down, and you let go of you let go of his leg. You point at her. You just hear thunk, 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 thunk.
Trot claps.
It just. Boom. Oh, Cyril rolled me a Constitution saving throw.
No.
Do I feel this in the beyond?
100%. You're about to feel this.
All of a sudden, his muscles just ache.
Just
Oh my god.
Let's go!
Crit 20. Or not 20.
Oh man, we're gonna be in so much trouble if we're rolling nat 20s now.
Oh my god. So like,
I love it here.
you guys hear thump, 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 as like he just like barrels down the whole thing. It's a very unpleasant sound, metal against metal, for about 100 pieces of stairs. For Cyril, man, your arms are really loose now. Like your shoulders, really nice. Like your hip that's been bothering you for a little bit. Man, it's been a long time since you stretched that out like this much. Like something was just like beat the shit out of your muscles. But man, you're way looser now. You're not even slightly as tense as you used to be. I don't know what hurt you, but something did.
I just imagine Gelmark just like pointing at Alden's just mouth agape, just like hears the noise, doesn't even bother looking, just like, gosh darn it, just turns around and starts going back down the stairs again.
Alright. I'm gonna we can use the sending stones more than once, I think, right?
Sending stone's going to be used once. It's the message stones that can be used multiple times.
Alright, and the message stones don't work across planes of existence?
Not to
No,
the
they
best
have
of your
very
knowledge.
short range, and you specifically need to actually see the person you're trying to message.
Alright.
You did know that Sapphire said the ocean.
Sapphire said the ocean.
She was definitely not the recipient of your message.
Sapphire said the ocean, but Sapphire is also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That makes it even more good to listen to her.
So did she say that because
What do
she's insane?
What kind of like what do I get when like from these two sets of stairs? Like when I go and take a look at them.
They're both really weird to you, but for the most part, like upwards, you're kind of seeing like, you think you see an eye up the stairs, like really, really far up the stairs, like maybe that's an eye. You're not really sure. Down below, you're hearing some weird noises. Like you're hearing some like goat noises. You're hearing some cow noises. You might have possibly heard like some kind of weird, demon. Not really sure what's going on down there.
And above me, on the set of stairs that goes up,
It's like an
I'm
eyeball.
seeing just an eyeball. Is it looking down the stairs?
No, not really. Not that you can tell, at least.
I just see an eyeball.
Yep. You just kind of look up and, you can see portions of an eyeball that are just kind of like there. It's a really big fucking eye.
Well, my grandfather always said, if you're not sure where to go in a maze, the best way out is deeper in, and down seems to be deeper in.
Very nice.
So let's go see what's making all that fucking noise. I go down the stairs.
Cool. All right, the rest of y'all, you have two options. Either A, go really, really slowly, or B, do a dex check and walk at regular pace. You are so tired that walking down these stairs is an actually difficult process for you.
Screw it, I'll risk my health. I'm bad at dex and I'll risk my health anyway.
Oh boy.
Risking it for the biscuit.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I fall.
Oh no.
Oh
boy. Tra is very entertained.
All right. Sapphire is very good at what she does.
Protects you now.
As Aldith and Gelmar both tumble down the stairs anyways after Cyril.
I'm just following by example. It's fine.
Are you walking slowly, Tro?
Tra's going to cast Enhance Ability Wisdom in case he knocks himself out, and then he's going to go for the dex check.
Fair enough.
He's preemptive. Dexterity. Wait, one sec.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, Enhance Ability is concentration. So, does that mean Cyril only gets it as long as Tra is awake, and he can't cast it twice?
Yes.
So if you cast it again, it would. If you cast it again on yourself, it means that I no longer get that benefit. That's all.
And if you
Okay.
pass out, it will remove it as well.
You can
Ooh,
only
that's...
maintain concentration on one spell at a time.
Okay. He will consider... He won't cast it because he's going to try to keep it on Cyril.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he's really liable to fall asleep, so he's going to hope he... Oh, but he's so weak. Oh, wait, no, I have my scorpion armor on, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yes.
Doesn't the scorpion armor give me, like... Does the tail give me extra dex? I don't have this. I have the stat block somewhere, but I don't have it on hand this moment.
Nor do
But I will go. But since I have armor, I feel safer.
+1 dex. Yeah, not dex, but it'll give you like +1 to your checks / slave.
Okay. So ability check.
Yeah. And we'll just add the +1.
Yay! 11.
11. You struggle quite hard. You struggle greatly going down these stairs. Like the tail definitely helps you to a degree, but is based off of your own movements, which are swaying. So it is kind of difficult. So you are taking it slightly slower than you would normally, but you are like keeping your hand on the wall and able to head down. Both Galmar and Aldith, you guys just put your foot out, put down, miss the stair. Whee!
Just like lets go. Oh, Cyril's like, oh crap. Turns around, takes a step, and just falls over.
Yeah. And then Aldous like, oh wait, it tries to catch you. It's just whoop.
It's just the sound of pots and pans going down the fucking stairs.
Sapphire is
Quick.
shockingly not affected by like pretty much any of this. Sapphire is doing absolutely the best of the whole crew so far, as she is taking this not jauntily but like moving prey down. The voices that she normally has in her head definitely help with this, and seeing the shadows in her eyes is just another Tuesday for her, so it's pretty normal for Sapphire actually.
Troll holds up a hand to accept a high five from Sapphire. As the
Sapphire,
two
high five.
had... What?
Sapphire high fives back.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, they start rolling down the space. Aldith and Galmar, both you roll me a flat d20 each.
Oh, and they land on top of me too.
Oh boy. Roll me another Constitution, Cyril. Damn. Okay. If you feel so nice and loose and limber, it's such a good day right now. Yeah, roll me another Constitution check. 0.
Did you know it's scientific that if you're relaxed when like you fall or something, instead of tensing up, you take less damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why drunk people in accidents take the least amount of injuries.
It's crazy. So, yeah, they both hit you. As they're rolling and tumbling down. Shockingly, they don't take as much damage as you would think. Both Aldith and Gelmar just take 10 damage. You guys did roll down 100 stairs, so you guys went down for a while. But thankfully, Cyril's body was not good cushioning, but it was better than the iron wall behind him. So, yeah, Cyril, your body form, you feel like someone just slammed 2 sledgehammers into your back, but your back kind of needed it a little bit. You've been trying to get that kink out of your shoulder blade for like fucking week and a half now, and it hurt, but like got a solid pop out of that. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Cyril's in the Family Guy death pose right now, bro.
I have no idea what the fuck's happening, but like halfway downstairs, and you're just like, whew, that's so much nicer. Oh.
Tra reaches the bottom. Like, does anyone need healing?
I'll feel that one tomorrow. He just mutter, or slowly pushing himself back up to his feet. Presses his palm into his chest, and you realize that's not the gold rune he's healing with.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
Sin, I told you that of game that there's something really funny about that gold rune.
Mm-hmm.
I'll damn it to you.
You're good. So yeah, you heal yourself a little bit, Aldith.
Just a little scuff, I'll be fine.
All right. Does Cyril need it? And try to check Cyril for bleeding.
He looks like he has a lot of deep pressure bruises, that you could tell for like moving your hand over his back and under like his breastplate and stuff. It looks like some serious deep bruising, like really deep bruising, but like doesn't look bad. In fact, it kind of looks like what you imagine some people will do for fun, or maybe like from training exercise or something.
Trot does cast a Cure Heal Wounds on Cyril just in case.
he has taken a little bit of damage, so that should be good.
I'm going to should I roll it or just say you got a Cure Heal? Okay, standard first slot. There we go. Oh, healing. Nice.
Very nice. All right. So you are healed a little bit, more or less back to full health, Cyril, as the that deep bruising kind of lessens a little bit. You feel really good, surprisingly, while inside this dream world. The rest of you guys, this kind of feels like hell a little bit. But yeah, it took you guys a little while, so going down here is not too bad. You have kind of woken up by slamming your heads into Cyril's back. Not the best way to wake up, and certainly jarring, but you guys are functional. As you guys all like kind of slowly stand up, trying desperately to get consciousness, I'm assuming grabbing Cyril's legs again. Just dragging him with you.
Probably, yeah.
Have we removed tokens at all?
Not from that fall. Because you guys are...
Okay.
More or less breaking yourself, and you taking so slow is making you more tired, but you're at least not falling. You're not adding any more tokens because you're not dead. You had to really focus. You had to really focus.
We shocked ourselves to attention.
All the armor noises woke me up again.
Yeah, that too.
Prevented me from getting more tired.
You're very slowly walking down though, so you're like, all right, 1, 2. But yeah, so you guys start marching on a little bit forwards. You guys can hear that thrum, and it's definitely getting closer as you're going forwards. I'm going to describe this from your guys' perspective and not Cyril's, because I have to come up with Cyril's perspective here in a second. But as you guys walk a little bit further into what is effectively the heart of the engine, or, you know, the area that you guys are in, is what you guys can consider the engine's heart. It is a stunning place. Even for those of you who don't like metal in any way, shape, or form, the sheer quantity of metal that is put into this is insane. The sheer, like, stylistic design of this area is masterful, to say the least. This place has so many different moving parts, has so many different giant cogs and moving pistons and everything like that, that it is insane. It is a huge vertical chamber that is at least 3 stories tall. At least. At the very center of this chamber is a massive metal, for lack of a better description, heart. It's almost cylindrical, but not quite, and every couple seconds or so you hear that thrum. And it is certainly a heartbeat of some form or another. It is incredible. There is, from what you guys can tell, especially from what Gelmar can tell, brass, steel. There's pipes and pistons. There's massive rotating components of all shapes and sorts. You guys can hear the ocean rolling beneath you as the giant boat moves. You can see one portion near the, probably the, I guess, north end of the heart, isn't moving. It seems to be stuck for some reason or another. Probably what you guys did earlier. But it is definitely, like, fully stuck. And the rest of the pistons are pumping pretty quickly to a degree. And that is what you guys are seeing as you guys enter this new room, and where we're going to be ending for the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this session. This was a very fun session to be able to just do some some skill checks and have you guys kind of navigate. Essentially, it was supposed to have you guys navigate 2 sections, but you guys were very against the sleeping.
How the heck did you manage to write that much that fast?
I'm really good at what I do, okay?
No, Gelmar's asking you to Sin check the chat.
Fuck it, Ania has the typing speed of God, okay? It's insane. I've long since stopped questioning her ability. She has incredible typing ability.
Nah, I just figured that the transcription would be needed, so I started transcribing it immediately.
It is very useful.
Honestly, I appreciate that.
But yes, hopefully you guys have had a lot of fun, and we shall see you guys next week, Friday, at 6 p.m. PST for some more D&D action, as you guys manage to find your way through this heart, through this chamber, find out how to get into a massive boat heart, and see if you guys can get through it, or something else entirely. Will Dakota be able to read the signs more, whatever signs there may be that I may or may not have forgotten that he can read, or will something entirely different happen? And most importantly, the question of, will you guys arrive next episode in Star Shadow Kingdom? Very good question, very good, and I do not have the answer for you.
Well, if the instructions are written on the floor like they were in the last place, we'll be fine as long as Dakota's around.
I know, it happens sometimes, but hopefully you guys have had... hopefully you guys have had a wonderful time with us. We are going to be visiting my friend Ducky Momo, because I never get to raid Ducky, and I miss Ducky. So we're going to be raiding Ducky. Thank you so much, Hina, for raiding into me. You are absolutely wonderful and super sweet. If you guys haven't checked out Hina Suta, please do so. They are wonderful and big part of my community and someone I appreciate greatly. But if you guys are interested in joining along the raid with me, feel free to copy the raid message. We're going to go over to Ducky, say hi to her. She's playing some Valheim, just doing some grinding. And we'll see you all in about 3 hours for Ad Infinitum, the horror game that we'll be playing tonight with my sibling Corn. Alright, have a good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.